to all of the podcast before asking this question. Can you please explain, how do you deal or have dealt with your insecurities? Thank you very much for your help.
I guess broadly, fundamentally, what I'm going to do with my insecurities is I'm going to confront them. I'm going to put them out there. I'm going to own them. I'm going to own them. I'm going to own my insecurities. If I had to think of examples of situations where insecurities came into play for me, one, I was going through BUD/S, Basic SEAL Training, and there was an event called Pool Competency where you are wearing your underwater breathing apparatus, your scuba gear, and they do all these horrible things to you, and it's a very hard evolution, and I failed it. And I was confident going into it because I'd kind of done well. Most of the water things, underwater, not tying, life savings, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I had done well. I was comfortable in the water. Mm-hmm. And so when I failed this thing, which was I was freaked out, and because people would fail pool comp and get kicked out of BUD/S, it's a nightmare for me. So I failed. And by the way, if you fail, so you take it on Friday, and then if you fail, you take it again on Monday. And if you fail again, you're rolled back. And then once you're rolled back, now you fail something else and you're gone. So it's a nightmare for me. I mean, I've gone from confidence to insecurity about this thing. So what did I do? Me and a couple of the other guys, I don't know why the instructors let us do this. They could probably get in trouble for it, but they let us take the scuba gear and use it in the dip tank, which is just a big bucket full of, a big container full of water, probably 4 feet deep, and it's probably 8 feet long by 4 feet wide. So it's just a small, where you take fresh water and you put things to clean it. You put in fresh, we call it a dip tank. So they let us fill the dip tank up with water, totally unsupervised, and we went in there and we pool comped each other. So we ripped each other's masks off, beat each other to hell, and just trashed ourselves. And by the time I went on Monday, that insecurity that I had was now gone, because we had been so freaking harsh to each other that by the time I was rolling in there, I was like, yeah, this isn't even insecurity. I'm like, bring it. Go, bring what you got. I'm ready. So that's one way to overcome, or that I look at as something I was insecure, nervous about, right? How am I going to overcome it? I'm going to attack it. I'm going to go straight into that thing, into that insecurity. Another thing I was thinking about was kind of funny. Was I was like at a bar back in the day when I was young and single and whatever, hanging out, having some beverages.
Sure.
And I'm chatting with some girl that I met, and as we're talking, we're just kind of just talking, having a good time, whatever. And she's like, oh, what do you do? Well, I'm a dental hygienist. She's a dental hygienist. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then she says something like, we could take care of that gap in your teeth. She says that to me, and without missing a beat, I'm like, oh, are you serious? I didn't know that you could expand gaps. How much bigger could you make it? And she was totally, I don't know if the word's stoked, but she realized that this whatever, this gap between my teeth, which some people might have as a big insecurity, cover your mouth. It was fine. There it is. I'm making fun of it, basically. Yeah. So I think that is the bottom line when you have some kind of something that you're insecure about. If it's something that you can take control over, cool, then attack it and get good at it. If you're insecure about talking in front of people, cool, attack that problem and get better at it. If you're insecure about confrontations with people, start training jiu-jitsu. If you're insecure, whatever you're insecure about, do it more. If you're insecure, if you think, every time I write an email, I feel like it looks like junk, cool, write more, get better at writing it. So there's insecurities that you have like that you can attack. If there's something that you can't change or that you can't control, then just get it out there. and have fun with it, as far as I'm concerned. You know?
Alright, dude.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that a bad answer?
No, that's a good answer. In fact, that was a very clever response to the dental hygienist.
The dental hygienist wanting to fix the gap in my teeth.
Yeah.